Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how I spot clean my makeup brushes. We all know makeup is great, it's fun, it's my personal favorite thing ever, but cleaning my makeup brushes is literally the worst part. I hate doing it. So what I personally make sure I do is spot clean my brushes every time I use them so that I don't have to wash them as often. Now obviously this is just spot cleaning, so I can clean them temporarily, but it's not the same thing as giving your brushes a good deep cleaning, which I still recommend you do. I try to do mine once a week or once every other week depending on the type of brushes. Foundation brushes I definitely wash at least once a week, if not a couple times. And this is only how I spot clean my brushes. It has nothing to do with my beauty blender. For me, spot cleaning my brushes, there's only a couple things I need. One of them is the Cinema Secrets Professional Grade Makeup Brush Cleaner. I get mine from Ulta, but you can order it from tons of different websites. Ulta? No, just kidding. I get it from Sephora. You can order it from tons of different websites. I have just a small bowl that I use, and I get some paper towels, and I personally like some that are going to be a little bit thicker just so that I don't have to use as many paper towels. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and get into how I spot clean my brushes. So as you guys can see, I left some of my brushes dirty for you. I generally try to clean them every single time I use them, but I left a few dirty ones just so I can show you guys how I clean them. This is probably about 2 days worth, and they're mostly just eye brushes. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and take that piece of paper towel and just make sure I lay it flat, and then I'm going to go ahead and take my little glass bowl that I use. Taking the cleanser, I fill it about, I don't know, like a tiny bit, like an eighth of the bowl, just enough to clean my brushes. I never want to use too much because this is pricey. Look at these videography skills on point right now. And then we are going to go ahead and pick up the bowl and a brush, and we are just going to dip the brush in the water. You're not going to fully submerge it, just dip it. And then I'm going to go ahead and just start rubbing the brush on the paper towel to take off the makeup. This is a flat shader brush, so I'm just going to do back and forth motions on there, making sure that I'm getting in between the bristles to get out all of that really dark eyeshadow. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and pick up an eyeliner brush, and sorry this didn't focus, I had just dropped my camera, but I promise I fix it in a second. Then we're going to go ahead and pick up the cleanser and just dip the brush in there. And it is fully wet, all the bristles are wet, so we are going to go ahead and just start cleaning it. Alright, so now I'm grabbing a white brush that has one of my favorite shades on there, which is the Anastasia Sienna or Caramel. They're probably both mixed on there. This is just a white brush. I'm going to go ahead, take it, dip it in the water, and you saw how it just sucked it all up, and we're going to go ahead and just clean that brush now. And with round brushes, I like to swirl it just to help them keep their shape. And then there it is. The brush is nice and clean, and all of the dark makeup is off of it. Alright guys, so I'm sure you're wondering why the heck the whole brush is managing to get wet even though we're just dipping the tip in it. And honestly, it's something really sciencey called capillary action, which I don't want to explain because I might get it wrong, but all you have to do is dip the brush in there, and once the water or the liquid, the brush cleaner, hits it, it absorbs all the way up to the end of the bristles. So the whole thing is getting wet even though you're just dipping in the tip, and you don't want to dip it all the way in and submerge it and get it too wet. The reason I use this for spot cleaning is because it dries within seconds. So if I want to use this brush with a darker shade and then I feel like I need to go in and use a lighter shade, you just dip it in, swirl it, let it dry for like maybe 10 seconds, and it is completely fully dry. And the last thing about this brush cleanser is that it does have a little bit of a scent, so if you don't like scents, I would recommend maybe wearing a mask with it or just covering your nose or something. Kind of a vanilla-ish scent mixed with like alcohol, sort of. There is another makeup brush cleanser that's similar, and it is this guy, the Korean Spirit, which is supposed to be the same thing as Cinema Secrets, but in my opinion it's not. I did buy this one off of Beautylish because I wanted to see if I could find something that wouldn't turn my white brushes blue, and I used this maybe a couple times. I've had it for a few months, and as you can see I haven't used too much of it. Number one, the smell on this guy is really strong. I don't know how to describe it. Like, it just smells bad. I don't like the smell of it, and I felt like it wasn't cleaning my brushes as well, and they were taking longer to dry, which is fine if I'm just doing my makeup with that brush, putting it away and then leaving. But if I wanted to use a brush more than once with it, I really couldn't. I had to wait a little bit longer. This one, the Cinema Secrets one, this is my third bottle of this. I have been using it for maybe a year and a half, going on 2 years, because I love this stuff. It is awesome. I highly recommend it. This is the biggest bottle they have, and I think it's like $36, but they do have smaller ones too. Alright guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you me cleaning the rest of my brushes. This is literally gonna take me maybe 5 minutes to clean all of these brushes, but I'm just gonna go ahead and show you that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure you give it a thumbs up and leave a comment down below of any other videos you want to see. As always, if you're not already subscribed to my channel, please make sure you do so. I'll leave it on the end slate, and follow me on all of my social media. I'll see you guys next week. Bye!